Hello, hello, hello. Kim J. Sweet of the Life here. Miss She is Tamika. Miss Gorgeous, yes.
Yes, girl.
Hello,
It's
how are
Tamika
you?
and Tamika is she.
Yes. Hello, how are you all doing? Hello, Boss Way. How you doing, sweetheart? Thanks for coming in today. So we want to get into a conversation about the TDEE calculator. I know a lot of people use it. I'm not sure if everyone does, but it's definitely a good tool to use when it comes to losing weight. Trying to figure out what your calories is. Thank you so much, Hajarine. You're so sweet to me.
Yeah, how'd you ring?
Yes. Hello, Vivi. How you doing? Thanks for coming in, sweetheart. Looking good. Thank you so much.
Thank
Look, I
you,
had to
boo.
up my little game a little bit because baby done came in here. Look, my little sister done came in here with her little eyebrows, her little makeup. Yes, yes. She came in looking gorgeous, honey.
That's why I call my people gorgeous.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's why I call you gorgeous, sweetheart. All right. So anyway, um, so we're going to talk about the TDEE calculator today, and we were using it. We both use it. We talk, quite often about different things, along our journey of better health, losing weight, maintaining and things of that nature. Now, y'all know I'm trying to lose a little weight, right? Or finish losing weight, and then Miss Tamika, she has already lost her weight, right? She's in maintenance. Um, Is she showing out, y'all? Is she
I'm
showing
showing
out?
out. I'm
Okay.
showing out. Like,
Do
I
it one more
mean,
time. One more time. Show the people. Show, for the
yeah,
people in the back. Yes, honey.
for the people in the back. I mean, what? What? Okay, go ahead.
Look. Okay. So with that being said, look. Yes, ma'am.
I can
Hashtag
put my
goals.
crown on.
Hashtag goals, honey. Because baby, listen. I got a little something. Look, see.
It's
But
coming.
this down here, boo. This got to go. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going, right? I'm gonna keep going. Look with this smile on my face, okay? So just gotta keep working, right? All right. So we just want to talk about this TDE calculator that we both decided to use on our weight loss journey, just to make sure that we know the calories that we need to be using and the macros, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking protein, carbs, as well as fats. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And we both are people that love exercising. I am a gym girl. Yes, yes.
Right.
But I also do home work, home exercise as well. And Miss Tamika, yes, gorgeous. Y'all already know who she is. She is really big in these YouTube streets.
For years.
She is the one of the OGs, yes. And so yeah, so she, of course y'all know she be working it out, right? At home. She loves doing the home workouts. So yes, that's what we're here. So we we sometimes track, sometimes not. I have a love-hate relationship with tracking, y'all. I'm just telling you right now. Okay. But I know it does help when you're actively losing weight, right? So
Mm-hmm.
with that being said, I'm trying to, get to the point where I start liking it, right? I don't have to love it, but I want to at least like it because it's
Exactly.
going to help me. All right, in the long run. But I have done some intuitive eating as well, and so does she is Tamika. You're intuitive eating right now, correct?
Yes.
All right, and then as far as tracking is concerned, what are you doing? Are you doing it?
Sporadically.
Huh?
Sporadically.
Sporadically. Okay, cool.
Mm.
And that's fine because it's working for you. And then
Yes.
you have you're in maintenance right now. So and you're trying to do some things over there on your challenge that you show us better than you can tell us. Yes.
Mm.
And so I see gains, honey. I see gains.
Yes, you do. This
Yes,
chat
ma'am.
is tripping. I'm not trying to focus.
I see the
So,
pound cake is trying to rise. Yes.
wait, what is my saying? I am a 45. No, good Lord, I don't forgot how I say it, but I'm trying to build a pound cake at 45 during menopause.
There you
That's
go.
my
All
saying.
right.
Yes.
Yes. So she is 45. I am
Mhm.
the young tender age of 52. Yes, yes.
Young.
Yeah. So, and I already have a pound cake, honey. So what I have to do is
For
just
real.
make sure, but I'm gonna make sure, look, I'm trying to make sure, dents in it and all this other stuff. I need
Mhm.
to, make sure it's rounded more properly.
Exactly. Just because you got a pound cake, that doesn't mean that you can't work it out. You can
Exactly.
fill it out, like you say,
Yes.
move them dents out the way and pump it up.
Right. That part. That part. Because, as
Yep.
you age, things just start going south, unfortunately. Now, we
Yep.
live in the South. We both live in Florida. But, baby, we're not trying to have our bodies. So, we got to do what we got to do to get it done, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Like them
And
Jersey Mike.
right. And you know what, y'all? Hey, for those who, for some reason, it's just not working for you, or at least until you get to that point, you know what you can do. That's why they have Spanx. That's why they have, what you call it, push-up bras, and things of that nature. So yes, I know I went to Victoria's Secret, and the lady was like, I told her what I wanted to do, right? And I'm like, okay, so I want to lift the girls up. I want to, I don't want to be down on my shoulder. I mean, my what you call it, my stomach, and it's all right there together, right? I'm already short, so yeah, I did all that. I was like, okay. So she was like, you know what? You want to get a push up bra, and you want
Mm-hmm.
to get and razor back bra. That's the one that crosses in the back, and that helps you, lift yourself up. So I'm like, okay, cool, we can
Okay.
do that. Yes. So yeah,
Yes.
let me go. Thank you again, Bossway. I greatly appreciate you, honey, all day, every day. Okay. All
Yes.
right. Let's see who else has come in. Hello, Grace. How you doing? Thanks for
Hey,
coming in.
Grace.
She said, right, right. Okay, let's see. Hello, Cookie. How are you doing, sweetheart? Thanks for coming in.
Little sugar cookie dumpling.
Yes. Oh my God. Say the sweetest cookie I know, honey.
Exactly.
uh Everybody saying hi to one another. Let me see. Let's go
Yes.
down. Okay. Right. Exactly, Grace. Exactly. Oh my God. You see how she be acting, y'all. Y'all see how she act. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh, wait a minute. Oh Lord, I missed a hit the comment. I'm sorry.
Oh,
And I don't know how to get it back. Lord have mercy.
you're in the right. She said show off. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Show off. Thank you. Oh my God. You see how she be doing, child? All right, so Grace says the muscles are starting to introduce themselves now. Yes. Hi, we're Tamika's biceps. Right. Nice to meet you. Exactly. Exactly. Kim,
Honey, the thighs is matching.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Don't let her stand up, y'all. Don't let her stand up.
Oh yeah.
She feeling herself. She feeling herself. Hey.
I say that for my vlog. I say that for you.
So the boss way said, Kim, I need you to let me know a good time so we can hit. Yes. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Vivi says, I do too have a hard time of tracking, but I'm trying. Exactly. Exactly. Trying is good. Trying is good. Hey, at least you're doing something, right? And look, chat told me, which is chat GPT, y'all. Y'all know how we like to talk to chat. So I call mine chat. Chat told me to give myself some grace with that tracking, right? You don't have to do it every day, all day.
Right.
Also, I was looking at Beautiful I'm Colored, honey, and she freed me a little bit too. She like, you
Woo.
don't have to do it, 7 days a week, right? Well, at least that's what I got from her conversation about what she was doing. So yeah, I don't have to do it 7 days a week to be considered consistent, right? As long as I'm doing it throughout, the week, throughout the months, and I am being consistent. I'm finding something to, commit to, and I'm being consistent with it. How about that?
Right.
So I try to track 3 to 4 days a week right now.
But for me, I say track at least 7 days to know your maintenance. And then once you get used to it, do it another week. And then you can come off of it. Like you don't have to do it every single day. That's
Yes.
just me.
Yes. Okay. So there you
Okay.
go, right there. She's told me that, and I'm kicking and screaming even as she's
I'm
telling me
like, come on, Kim J. Track. Well, I tracked 3 days. It's girl,
three
I
to four.
started.
I was
Yes.
excited. I had my head held high. Yes, yes. And it is what it is. So
Yeah.
all right. So Grace says tracking definitely feels like a part-time job. It really does. Ain't nobody got time for that. Right, right.
Yeah. Yeah, because I couldn't
Yeah.
remember. No, hers is like this. It's
Yeah,
like,
some people do it like that, but I
oh,
was
okay.
told the
Yeah.
kids look. The young
Oh,
people
okay.
told me you're supposed to like hold your hand and just
Yeah.
yes, okay.
Thank you, Vivi, because I was like, is it like this?
This the old people.
Okay.
I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just
Like, is
joking.
it
I'm old
cool?
people. I'm the old people. I'm the old people. That's what I was doing the whole time, all the time.
Okay.
When I showed my daughter, she was like, "Baby, that's not how you do that." I'm like, "Oh, my bad." So, Jane said, "Hello, how are you doing, Jane? Thanks for coming in, sweetheart." All right, Bossway said it does indeed, but we know that it would help out tremendously, right? Especially when we get out, right? Exactly, exactly. So
Yeah.
that's why I decided to start back tracking. Several people were in my ear about tracking.
About time, because I was like,
The smallest amount of my circle.
yeah,
My sisters, look, they was like, "Boo, you got to track." My sister, my bestie, and my friend, my very, very close friend, yes, was like, "Look, you got to track, boo. It's okay."
exactly. Come on.
Oh my God.
Like,
So I
come
kicked and screamed until
on.
I decided to. So Jane says to me, I thought you would. You,
Nope. Rewind.
okay. She took my cushion. Lemon martini for this conversation.
Yes.
That would be nice. Lemon drop. A lemon drop. Grace says, I'm rooting for this pound cake more than some people root for sports teams. I know that's right.
Thank you. Oh, and
I
it's
know that's
speaking.
right.
It's coming.
Yes. Yes.
She bounces when she walks.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God. So you're right, Jen.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Cookie, I tried 16 months, then I hit maintenance and left the tracking in the dust. Bye-bye. I know that's right. I know
Oh,
that's right.
yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So we all know that it definitely helps, right? We definitely know it helps. It's not giving any, it's not going anywhere, right? I don't like that high thing sitting right there. Anyway, Bossway says, "Good thing you know a good athlete wear a company of those sports bras." Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Friends hit the like, right, right. She
Yes,
is
friends.
yoga.
Friend. Oh, the Ayuka ones.
Yep, 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 yep. I think that's what Bossway talk about. Yep, we got
Oh,
Ayuga. We both got Ayuga going. Going strong in our inbox. I know that's right. Bossway says, let me see. I got a little cushion. I know that's right,
yes.
Bossway. I know
Keep
that's
that
right.
cushion. Yes.
Yes. And she
Yes.
asked Robert, tell
Yeah.
her husband.
Oh.
It's just, I know that's right, baby. Look, this is tea time, honey. Okay. Yes, ma'am, honey.
Yes.
Since I do, we could. Okay, got you.
Mhm.
I got you. I got you. Yep. And see, for me, I'm not one that likes eating the same thing over and over. Now, certain things I will do quite often, but I'm not one. I know a lot of people when they're trying to lose weight, they do get maybe 5 meals and that's what they eat. I like
Mhm.
eating still, throughout just different things, throughout the week.
Right.
So sometimes it's kind of hard to, and the way my mind works is, I told y'all about the perfection, honey. I told y'all how I be. So I'm like, if I'm gonna cook some macaroni and cheese or go out to eat some macaroni and cheese, which is fine for me to eat it,
Mhm.
I know that this little tracker is not going to tell me is even if I take a picture, it's not going to tell me what I really have in this macaroni and cheese.
True.
You're just thinking that this is what macaroni and cheese supposed to have in it, right? But I may put anything in my macaroni and cheese. You would never know because it's still all you say is cheese, macaroni, noodles, and that's pretty much it, right? You don't
Mhm.
know what I got, so that's why. And I'm like, I don't want to even go. Oh, well, let me try to get as close to it as I possibly can. But I don't know. If I go out to eat, I don't know what they're putting in that stuff. And I like going to soul food restaurants. I still like my soul food. every now and again. It's nothing wrong with eating it, right? So yeah, I'm that's why when it comes to eating and a sweet having a sweet healthy life, that is about doing different things, not just all I think about. One track mind is dieting, right? I'm trying to do a lifestyle thing, not a diet, right? Like the diet culture, talks about.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I'm sorry, y'all. I don't. Okay. I don't want to be overweight. Me either, child. I don't want to be overweight. If
Right.
that means losing cushion and all, I'm with it. Hopefully, body-recomp will put me on track for everything. Right. For anything worth salvaging. Okay, we can talk about that right now today. That's a part of what we talk about. So, when it comes to Mika, because I haven't gotten to go away, y'all, so I can't talk about maintenance yet. I can tell you what I see when it comes to people doing maintenance, but Mr. Mika got some things to talk about today. That kind of ties to this TDE calculator, y'all. So you want to share a little bit about what you got going on, just in case people don't know who you are, and I don't know how they don't.
Some don't. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Okay, so for the well, first of all, she's Tamika, and I have a my brain just went. It's a fitness. It's basically lifestyle vlogs. I do a little bit of everything: hair, beauty, all of that, and above. And I have been in maintenance since I reached my weight goal in August of 2025. I've been on Wegovy, Zepbound, and now I'm on Manjaro off label. Oh, oh, do me. Okay, I want to put that disclaimer. I'm not a diabetic.
Right.
Caremark put me on to Manjaro. Do not come for
Don't
me
come for my sister because I
because
will.
I'm on Manjaro. Okay, but anywho, but I reached my weight loss goal in August of 2024. I mean 2025. So I have been on maintenance and I've been using the TDEE calculator. I went from 190 all the way down to my lowest of 133. So I lost more than what I wanted to lose because I was chasing the scale. And I thought that being the smallest version of myself would make me happy, which really it did not. It just made me more skinny fat. So I was like the smallest version. Okay, I had like loose, like I had like fat, more fat on my body than what I should have. Now, was I strength training? Yes. However, I was not consistent like how I was because 8 pounds of weight was truly heavy for me. And if you've been following me, I lift heavier than 8 pounds. Like my body, I can lift more. And I was not fueling my body. And that's another thing that comes along with it is that it for me, I can't
Mhm.
say for y'all, so please understand I'm
Exactly.
coming from a maintenance skinny fat. I was under fueling my body, eating 1,200 calories or less while on like a 5 milligram. And I just was not feeling my body when I exercised. So now, after so many trials and errors, in and out, trying to figure this thing out, like you would probably think, okay, Tanika, when are you going to get it? But it was literally a roller coaster for me. And
Mhm.
I asked, are y'all for the ride? If you for the ride, you're going to join. You're going to stay with me. And I finally got it. So I
I know
use my
that's right. I know that's
use
right.
the
I'm here for
T.
the ride, boo.
You
Let's
have to be
go.
ready for the ride because you never know what I'm going to do. And I say one thing and I'm going to take off and do something else.
Hmm.
But I have been using the TDE calculator and I couldn't figure out like what is like my true maintenance. So I use sedentary. So right now I put, of course, you put in your age and stuff. I put in my body fat because I know my body fat because of the Hume scale,
Hmm.
and my range, just to speed it up, is 1,800 to 2,100. If I was to use light exercise, I would be at 2,106. Do I want to eat 2,100 every 2,000 every single day? No. I like to calorie cycle because some days I can eat more and some days I can't. And I don't take my injection every week. It's sometimes every other week or once a month. So this is how I use the calculator as a range and not just as a set point number because I don't want to be focused on a number because I know how my mind is when I'm focused on a strict number. I got to meet that. And if I eat 1,600 and I'm supposed to be at 18, I'm not hungry, so why am I forcing myself? Save that for a day for training.
Yeah.
That's all I had to say, unless you had something.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yes. So what she said is she ended up going maintenance on us and thought she was too small. And so now she thought, let me see, let me go and, kind of gather myself again and actually see what I really want to do. And so therefore now she's doing it, right? And it's
Yeah.
okay. Like, to be honest, you're sharing your journey, and and there's going to be ups and downs. Everybody have ups and downs in their journey. And so you decide to share it, be transparent with what you had going on. And, again, we are here for the ride, honey. We're here for the ride. So I'm happy that you,
Along and ride on this fantastic voyage.
yay. Yeah. So we just want to, so I'm here. I've been here. Look, and I'm
Yeah.
here for good. But, so yes, I'm happy that you did find, you know, what you actually want to do and how you wanted your body to look. And you weren't just chasing, you realized that just chasing a number was not what you want to do, or just chasing skinny was not what you want to do, And, you found out that you can recomp, and you can,
Mhm.
tweak the things that you need to tweak so that you can get where you really want to be. And
Yes.
so again, we see you on your channel, and we see that you have definitely have some gains, and also I realize it does take a lot of time, some, for us
Mhm.
doing all of this stuff, right? We sometimes are on a roller coaster, right? And if
Right.
we're in it for the long haul, then we gotta just be ready. We ready for whatever comes, right? So
Right.
yeah, you've done that. You've proven that to us. You showed us, you being in the trenches, trying to get it done. And you're still doing it today, right? So,
Yes.
when back in the day when I saw you, how your arms really look, and I really paid attention to it in 2025, I'm like, oh my God, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is what I want. This is what I want, baby. These are the arms I want, right? So, we talk about comparison and how it's a thief of joy, but baby, that thing makes me happy. Okay.
We saw Sheila in 2024, not 2025.
Right, but I'm saying, like, when I
Oh,
really focused in on
oh,
it.
got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
when I really focus in on them arms, honey, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yes,
And my body
yes.
looks different today compared
Yes.
to last year when I
Right.
took 5 months off of Zepbound so I can get my head together.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened. I was too focused on the scale, and I gained 20 pounds, but you couldn't tell I gained 20. But then
Right.
all of a sudden I started to fill out more, but my body composition is totally different because I also, another key thing, I
Hmm.
stopped looking at as calories as just, oh, just eat whatever type of calories just to get to
Correct.
2100. No, I'm eating more whole foods, 80/20 rule,
Hmm.
versus last year I was
That's
eating
it.
donuts, cookies, whatever I can't, give it to
Simple
me.
carbs. Yeah.
I was eating it all and I was swelling up. Then that's when I hit Manjaro.
Manjaro, Manjaro,
Yes,
Manjaro
Manjaro,
journey.
Manjaro, Manjaro. That's my song.
That's it. That's her song, y'all. Not mine, but I love it.
Yeah, don't take it.
I'm not gonna take it.
I'm just playing.
Yes. Thank you for allowing me to share it with you some every now and again. Yes. So Jane says you have a body that will naturally tone once you start strength training. Trust me on this, honey.
Yes, you get them
Hmm.
curves, baby.
Hmm. Yes, yes. So let me see who else is in this
Oh,
thing. So,
Grant is in the house.
yes. Wait a minute. I know I saw.
Oh, you see him?
Hello, Grant. Look, I waved to him while you was talking, but hey, Grant, how you doing? How
Yeah.
are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a wonderful time. I hope Florida treated you well, served you well, honey, thoroughly.
Ooh, Grant
Yes,
was in Florida.
he
Mhm.
was in Florida. Yes, he was somewhere near you. Yep. Let's see. Hello, Miss Felicia Marie B. Hello, bestie.
Hi, Felicia.
How
Nice
are
to
you
meet
doing,
you.
sweetheart?
Nice to meet you.
To make your skin is gorgeous. I
Thank
know
you.
that's right.
Yeah, I saw a comment. I was like,
Yes, and the skirt from my Yuga. Yes,
yes,
you
honey. If you
saw.
haven't checked that video out, baby, I gave it to him.
You did. You gave. I mean, I said she had like she on a whole runway by herself. Look, Felicia says, I heard the word tracking and I was here. So she was one of those people too that been begging me to track. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Jane says, Gargy, go play Ludacris.
Ludicrous. Hello.
I know, right. I know that's right. I know that's right. There you go. Hey, Hadri, she gave you the next short, boo. She gave you the next short.
Oh,
Grant
for
said I
who?
haven't tried a lot so far, but I started. Huh?
For who? For
Oh, talking about for
Hadri?
Hadri.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They be calling Hargy. Yeah, so Grant said I haven't tracked so far, but I have started that Project Power. Okay, yeah. And it, okay, yeah. Also, Grant, yes, yes.
Where? Congratulations.
Awesome. Yep. Grant, you think so? You think so? Not so much. Not my brain. Grant says I'm the numbers guy. Yeah, so you're probably right. Yep. It seemed like a whole chore, baby. Jane says when I go out to eat, I pick the highest of the restaurant calorie value. Okay. Yep. I got you. I got you, Jane. Tamika, my chickens know how. No. Oh, Lord, the chickens know who you are. And I still sing shit, Tamika, to them every morning. I know that's right. I know that's
Say
right.
my name. Say my name.
She is Tamika, and Tamika is she. Hey, she is
Hey,
Tamika, and Tamika is
me.
yes. Bossway says, "Oh shoot, let me find Ludacris right quick and get to jamming." I know that's right, Luda. Jane, don't injure yourself. Oh my God, Jane said, "Don't injure yourself, Hodge. Please don't." Baby, did y'all see Hodge when she dropped it like it was hot that day? Baby,
Oh
I
my
was like,
God.
best friend, look at Hodge. That baby say, "Listen, honey, I got this. Y'all ain't ready for it, okay?
Mm.
Jane, don't." Oh, I read
Say
that.
less, Hadreen.
Right. Question, Tamika. I know they're the same medication, but does that mean when CVS Caremark adds Zepbound back to your formula in October, you'll be able to switch back?
You telling me something new, honey. I don't know.
Don't know.
I really don't know. And my authorization, it needs to be renewed in August. So I'm not sure. So if that, unless they force me, I don't know. But
She like being on
I,
here
I
with
feel
us.
it. I don't know.
We shall see. Stay
Right.
tuned. Hit the notification bell.
Thanks a lot, Grace, because now you changing the whole thing. But I said it's a roller coaster, right?
It's a roller coaster, and that's okay. That's okay. I don't like real roller coasters, but I definitely like yours. Okay.
Dang it.
So you're
I
welcome.
can't keep my song. Thank you.
I can have
No.
it. Yes, ma'am. Manjaro, Manjaro, Manjaro journey. Oh my God. Hello, Paula. How you doing, sweetheart? Thanks for
Paula.
coming in. Thanks for coming in. Hello, sweet tea. Now that's the sweetest tea I know. Yes, yes. Yes, ma'am. This is a pleasant surprise. Hello. How you doing?
Been in the
Yes, ma'am.
making for a while.
You said what?
Been in the making for a while.
Yeah, yeah, yep, yep, yep. Paula has the cruise. Paula had a good time on her cruise.
Uh-oh.
She went with the downsized crew. Grace said it was interesting. Yeah. It was interesting. It was. Oh my gosh. But she did have a great time though. Oh wow. Boss. Yep. Y'all see sweet tea? Yes, yes. It's all the VIPs, right? Right. Hello, right in the tide. How are you doing, Julio? Thanks for coming in, sweetheart. We just cutting up in here today. You know, this me.
Oh.
She is Tamika. I learned Julio.
I was getting ready to ask who.
Yeah, his channel is called Riding the Tides. He's a very funny guy to me.
Okay.
You know, from what I've seen, I just learned him through Paula Hardin.
Okay.
Yes, she saw him on the cruise, and him and his wife, and her and her husband, and so they, was able to get acquainted, and they've enjoyed each other's company on the cruise. So yes, she told y'all got to check out, Julio from Riding the Tides, or whatever, and so I went over there and checked him out, and yes, I subbed his channel. Yes.
You were on the ship with some heavy rollers.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit less than 80 of them, like 70 something.
Oh, that was
people.
A great connection.
Yeah. Yep. Good to see you in the live, sweetie. Yes, ma'am. All right. Yep. Yep. Look at Paula. See, she said. Yeah, she said your wife is so beautiful and so sweet.
Aww.
Julio. Bossway says, gotta run to the store, ladies. Okay, thank you for listening in, sweetheart. Yes, ma'am. I'm 8/10 of a pound from go. I know that's right, boo. I know that's right. Yes, 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 y'all. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me forget where my stuff is. Yay, Paula. And also, Roger Ring from me and her go. Yeah, she has joined you all in maintenance. How about that? Yes, ma'am. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it.
Ray says, I'm not jealous of Tamika's. Oh, yeah. No jealousy here, baby. No jealousy here. Yes. I'm actively plotting. No, she actively plotting to inquire a match. I know that's right. Can you help the people out when it comes to these arms, honey? I know what the thing says, but we talking arms, we talking TDE, we talking body-recomp, we talking all the stuff, all the things, right? Go ahead.
Well, when I was at 190 pounds, I already knew that I had muscle in my arms, because when I work out, you can see the lump, but I just had like excess fat around, not a lot of fat, but it was just enough. So to give a number, my arm was 14 inches. So I knew I had muscle. So when I lost the weight, because I had less fat here, that was more revealed than the rest of my body. So all I do is pick up some weights and really start progressive overloading and creating that stimulus. Now I'm scaling back on the number. I'm no longer going to use 15s. I'm going back to 8s and 5s, because when I provide the stimulus, yes, girl, when I provide the stimulus, oh, you're paying attention. You're listening.
I'm paying attention.
Oh, okay. When I provide the stimulus, my arms get bigger. The muscles start to protrude more. So I scale back on it. You don't have to scale back. You can do whatever number that you want.
No, I need all of it. I need all the weights, honey. I need all the weights. I need to get these bat wings. And I'm keeping hope alive that something is going to happen where it's not going to jiggle as much, right? All right. And right. So I want to just make them look a little better, right? So yes. And if push comes to shove, I know someone asked me before, am I thinking of getting surgery? Well, I've had about at least 5 surgeries in my life. And, every time you go under, you may not come back up. Okay. And so that was like, do I really want to do that? Is it, I just got to figure that out. I'm not saying it's off the table, but, I'm going to do what I can do myself. We have to put in the work. I'm all about faith anyway. But we have to put in the work as well. And so that's what I'm doing. And then later on, depending on, how I do, then that will determine whether I need to decide to go ahead and, do surgery or some kind of surgery.
Gotcha. Yes.
So that's where I'm at with that. Other than that, I'm trying to make sure I eat as much protein as I can. With kidney disease, I have to be careful with how much protein. So for me, when it comes to the TDEE calculator, it's kind of cookie cutter, right? Has a certain person, I guess, in mind. A lot of times these calculators do. And they, while TDEE calculator is very useful, It is a tool to help us when it comes to understanding our calorie count, understanding our macros, the carbs, the fat, the protein. But what about a person that has diabetes? What about a person, that has kidney disease? So when
Yeah.
you have diabetes, you have to be careful how much carbs you intake a day and how you intake them. Then when you have CKD, chronic kidney disease, or people just say it's kidney disease, then you have to be careful how much protein you intake, as well as hydration. Okay.
Right.
So while we need all of those things, me being a diabetic and have CKD, I still have to kind of um, be very calculated in what I do. Okay.
Mhm.
With, and really be close knit with my doctors and my healthcare team in its totality, so that I won't, go too far trying to, just trying to make my body look better. Okay.
Right.
So, and that's it. You don't have to have the things that I have or what have you. You can just be obese and you're trying to, figure that out. But even with that, you still need to make sure you're talking to your doctor and asking them and and your dietitian and find out, what's best for you. But when it
Right.
comes to the TDE calculator for me, what I've noticed, and while we're talking about this discussion today, I noticed that I I had put in my results, right? And when I put in my results, it says to me, if I'm 52 years old as a female, 197 pounds, 5'3", which I'm really 5'2.5", y'all, but point five, if it's 5 and up, what you do, you round up. Okay. So
Round up.
yes. So with that being said, and I'm okay with my 5'2". Okay. Yeah. All right. Great things come in small packages.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
For
So,
me,
and so there's a thing on there that says, rather, are you, with your activity, as far as your activity goes. What do you do now? Are you sedentary? Are you light exercise? Do you do moderate exercise? Do you do heavy exercise? Or are you an athlete? Okay. And with that, oftentimes we may get that information incorrect. Okay. We may put the wrong thing, not knowing, just looking at it, thinking, yeah, I do exercise. So for me, I exercise now every day pretty much. I do 10,000 steps a day. Okay. For the most part, there are times when I may miss it, and then I just make up another part of the week, or, throughout the month. Okay. Then I also do, and I make sure I try to reach at least 430 to 50 calories of burning energy or whatever, so that I can, get that goal, meet that goal, and also at least 70 minutes of exercise a day. So I also strength train 3 times a week. And I had started doing some cardio too, like going and getting on that little stair stepper at the gym and
yes,
the elliptical. And then sometimes I'll do the ride. I will do the treadmill, but I do it at an incline at least 5%. Okay. So I think I'm doing the thing, right? Which I
you are.
am. Look, truth be told,
Yes.
I am doing the thing, right?
Doing
Right.
it.
Some people, huh?
That you doing it.
Right. Some people may say you're doing too much. Okay. My bones say, hello, sit your rump down. You 52. Remember, don't forget it. Why you trying to hang with these people that's 30 and
Slow
40?
down. Slow down.
You got to find people of different ages, right? You want people that's a little older than you. You want people in your circle that's a little younger than you. The young people keep you young. Yeah. So I'm over here trying to do my little thing, right? Got excited, loving the gym now compared to what I used to. I would have never done this. I don't believe I'm even saying this to y'all, that I am a gym girl. You feel me? But
Yes.
anyway, so, with that being said, the activity level, you want to make sure you have the right information for the time that you're in. So I did notice that when I did put in that I was doing moderate exercise, which is 3 to 5 times a week, I noticed, what my calculations were. And my calculations stated that I supposed to eat at maintenance at 2,283. Okay.
Mm.
Oh, another thing this calculator does not know anything about is GLP-1s. And I am on a GLP-1. I'm on Manjaro for type 2 diabetes. Yes.
Hey.
And I've been on there since 2024.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, with that being said, 2,283 calories. If you're eating in your nutrients are mainly coming from whole foods. Sometimes it's hard to get anywhere near that amount unless you're using a lot of fats, oils, things like that. Good fats, okay. So, but on a GLP-1 medication, that's very very that's hard to get, in my opinion. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, my when I hit the cutting on that calculator, TDE calculator, matter of fact, let's see.
You gonna bring it up?
I'm gonna bring that thing up for y'all. Let's see. Hold
Oh,
on.
the
Let me
chat
get it.
bin.
You see something, let me know.
See something?
Yeah,
No,
see something I
no.
need to pull
Oh
up.
no, it was just moving.
Uh,
As you do all of that, honey, I'm gonna take a little sip.
all right, all right. This is not what I want. Hold up. Hold on. I'm trying to find the screen that I need to look into to pull it up so y'all can see it. Window.
That is so true, Julio.
What's true? Tell me what he's saying.
Oh, he was saying that Julio says I put the wrong thing. I thought my strength training wasn't that intense. I just learned that strength training burns more calories than running. It does
Yes,
because
ma'am. Yes, sir.
strength training, the calories still burn after the effect versus running.
Let's see if I do it like this. I'm trying to remember how to do it. Uh,
Or sometimes you can overestimate and thinking you're supposed to be eating all those calories and really you should not be eating those many calories, and that's probably why you're in a plateau or just at a standstill.
correct, correct, correct. You're
Mm.
absolutely right. Okay,
Okay.
here's my thing. And hopefully y'all can see it. Is there something that if I miss y'all today, I'm sorry. Look, I'm trying to do several things at one time. Let's see. I know that's right. Boss Wade. Tamika, do you feel that there is a difference in Manjaro and Zepbow?
um at first I thought it was a little difference, but I don't feel a difference at all. To me it's
Okay.
both the same.
Okay. I know Hajareen said she thought that Manjaro was better than Zepbound. She felt more out of Manjaro than Zepbound. I'm not really sure because I've only been on Manjaro. That's the only GLP-1 I've been on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that you feel that Manjaro or Zepbound is better than Wegovy, in your
10
opinion.
times better
Yeah.
than Wegovy.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
10 milligrams almost took me out of here.
Yeah.
So it's
So you went up to the max dose on Wegovy, the 2.4.
no, I was on 1.75 or 1.7, whatever number that
Okay,
is.
gotcha,
Mm,
gotcha. And then you wind up getting off and then switching over.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Took a 9 month break, then switched over to
Right,
Zepbound.
right. Okay, cool, 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 cool. For those who don't know, um, let me see. I know that's right. You see, Paula said she want them guns too, honey, like Grace
Oh,
do. Right. And as soon as I seen them things, I'm like, oh my God, this is what I'm looking
yes,
for right here.
right there,
Right
right
there.
there, right there.
Okay, Florida was nice also. Let me see.
Yay.
Right. Exactly. Okay, so Turtle Diary says, can you review the TDE changes we should make for those coming in late? All
Okay.
right. So for me, let me see. Let me go back to the thing so y'all can see it. All right. So from I might need to go back all the way, huh? Let me see if it'll let me do.
Well, no, because it's right there.
Okay, hold on. I'm going. I don't
Yeah.
hit the button now. Hold on.
Oh,
Did it work? Okay, it stayed.
no, it's still
All
showing.
right. So I didn't know if they could see it this small. All right. So here's your stats here, and I can't see it on the screen anymore. I'm on another page, so I can move it. All right. So my stats is 52 years old, female, 197, 5 feet 3 inches. Now, y'all, this 197, I was 190. I was 177 in July of 2024, and I inched my little way right on back up to 197. Y'all got to look at my other videos to hear the reasons. But anyway, a lot of information, different things. But um, 5'3" and moderate exercise. So you have the sedentary, you have light exercise, moderate exercise, heavy exercise, and athlete. Okay. And there are different reasons why you would click on these things here. So, like for instance, say if you were, oh well, I'll go into it a little bit more in a little bit. So my maintenance calories, let me see, hold on, let me go back, let me do this. So when me putting moderate exercise, which is what I was doing, okay, because I'm working 3 to 5 days a week, working out. So it says 2,283 is what I should calories I should be intaking. All right. And then for this shows here maintenance, if I want to cut, if I want to bulk. So maintenance is, you don't want to lose any weight. You just want to chill where you're at. And of course, weight's going to fluctuate regardless.
Right.
Right. But, maybe what you give yourself up to what, 5 to 10 pounds to
I
fluctuate, or how
do.
do you do it?
No, I do between 5 to 7.
Okay. So
Yeah.
5 to 7 pounds, and she's still good, and she's considered
Hmm.
still maintenance. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Thanks for that. All right. And then you got cutting. This is where I'm at, y'all. I'm trying to cut, so I'm trying to lose weight, is what that's saying. And then bulking is you trying to build muscle. A lot of times when you talk about bulking too, you're thinking people that are really like athletic, that really needs the muscle so that they can perform, extremely well. Those maybe like say, even, I mean, I'm not sure.
It,
Say if you're a bodybuilder, things like that, then that's what you would use. So what are you saying, Tamika?
I was gonna say bulking is for if you want to add muscle mass to your body.
Yes. Right, right,
Like
right,
you will
right,
eat any calorie surplus, so that's where the bulking comes in at.
right. Now,
Mhm.
where do you fit in this? I know not maintenance really.
No, I do a range for
Okay.
me, so
Okay.
I can eat at maintenance,
Mm-hmm.
but if I'm trying to put on size, put a little bit of weight on my small frame, so I'm
Uh-huh.
going to be doing a slight bulk, meaning that I'm not going to do like a 500 calorie surplus. I am doing between about 250, somewhere around there. So I do a range between 1780 up to 2100. That's where I'm at.
Okay. So for here, with me, if I'm doing this here at where I put moderate exercise, and she was talking about the 500 calories surplus. So right here it tells me this macronutrient values reflect your bulking calories: 2,783 calories, which is my maintenance, plus 500 calories per day
Right.
from maintenance, of 2,000. I'm sorry, my maintenance is 2,283. My bad. My maintenance is 2,283, but you add 500 calories, and then it'll come up to this 2,783. So
Mm.
that's what I would be having to eat in when it comes to bulking. Okay, if I want to really like do something big when it comes to getting muscles, right? But because I'm trying to lose weight, right, I need to be here on the cutting. And so, and it tells you different macros.
Mm.
Now, so it says 2,283 is where my maintenance should be. But then 1783 is where I want to put, that's what I want to put on my tracker, which is 500 calories less or deficit from my maintenance. Okay.
But
Um,
does that work for you?
Right. So that's it.
That's
Okay.
the
It's not
question.
working for me. So I'm just kind of just going through
Yeah.
the thing first, and then I'm gonna get into that. All
Yeah.
right.
No, I was
So
just for the audience so
right,
that they
right,
can
right.
ask
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
themselves.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So moderate carb, and when you go on your tracker, your food tracker, you can, put the percentages that you want to, track your macros. So it's saying for me, if I want to do a moderate carb, I will put in there 30%, 35%, 35%, and that will give me right here 135 grams of protein, 69 grams of fats, 156 grams of carbs. If I'm on the lower carb side, then I can do 178 grams of protein, 79 grams of fat, 89 grams of carbs, and the higher carbs, you see what it shows. Okay. I can't even touch that. So ain't no need to even look there.
Right.
Um, for me, because of me being diabetic, or at least I don't want to. Some people may, and they may be successful with it, but of course, we're sharing our own journey. So let me say it that way. All right, for me, I can't touch the higher carb. Now, What I need to probably do is definitely do the moderate carb, because when I do too low of carbs, then I experience low glycemic index. I'm sorry, why I keep saying it?
Right.
Low sugar. Sorry, low low sugars, low blood sugars is what I experience. And so, which is hypoglycemia. Okay. And that right there, that's what I meant to say earlier. But that's, that's where the, my issue lies at. So I need to up my carbs. Okay. A lot of people that's diabetic, they probably have their carbs already too far up, and they need to go down on their carbs a little bit so that they can lower their A1C if it's too high. Okay. But since I'm in maintenance already, there's no reason, and I went from a 15 to a 5.6. There was no reason, now that I'm at that now 5.3, there's no reason for me to be scared to eat carbs. So I had to, train my mind to say, Kim J, it's okay. You know, and it's taken a while. I'm still kind of going through it, right? To
Right.
try to figure out. I'm on that roller coaster trying to figure out how many carbs do I really need. Now, like I said, I know that this says, is it 89? Is it 100? Is it 120? Where am I? Where should I be? And a lot of times I'm about 120 something. Okay. That's where I've gotten up to. I've grown get to that 120 something, right? But even now, I may need to go up a little bit more. Reason being is because I'm exercising, strength training and walking, actively and things of that nature. And then also because I'm trying to eat again, like about 80-20 myself. So with that being said, I have to
Right.
make sure I'm, doing this thing strategically. All right. So for me, what I had to do is find out, is this moderate exercise even correct? So me trying to eat at 1783, I found myself either staying the same weight.
Hmm.
I may fluctuate one down, but then I'll go right back up, and go one down and I go two up. And it's so I was on this little roller coaster of, because I'm trying to, stay into this 1783 area. And sometimes I will tweak it a little bit and say, okay, I can go up a little bit and I can go down a little bit from that 1783. But I noticed that was too much for me. The calories is just too much. So when I eat in the lower calories, maybe around 1400, 15, then that's when the weight comes off. But I'm still able to, and then I can see the weight coming off a little bit. And then not only that, I'm still doing my strength training. Now, the reason why when I talked about this moderate exercise and all that stuff, I noticed that when it said moderate exercise, one thing, and me and Tamika was talking about this, but one thing we agreed upon. I was looking at some one of the ladies on that's not GLP-1, but she's a small built lady, and she's a 5 feet, and she talked about the short girls, right? And I'm like I said, I'm 5'2.5", so I'm like I'm a part of that category, right? So from I think anywhere I guess up to 5'3", you may have to think about this TDE calculator a little bit different, is what she was explaining. And so she noticed herself when she was trying to get that 1700, she could never lose his weight. She stayed in that little almost maintenance era. And see, that's why I feel like right now, that's what I'm in. I'm in a small maintenance um, era, and I wasn't not trying to be there. Okay. So that's why I'm like, I got to do some tweaking. I got to, tweak some more to figure that out. Okay. I figured the sugar, the what is it? The high glycemia. I figured that out, or the hyperglycemia, the high sugars, and then
Hmm.
I'm doing better, even not having as many low blood sugars, so that's good, right? Hypoglycemia, not doing that as much anymore. So now it's like, okay, so what does my calories need to be? Where's my fat, my carbs, my, what does that need to be so that I can continuously actively losing weight and getting to my goal, but still in my body recomp era. Okay. So Tamika, when you was doing your body recomp era, you said, okay, I'm gonna up my calories back to maintenance, and then I'm going to body recomp. Can you explain a little bit about that? And
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Oh,
You
yeah, I was eating in low calories, so in order for me to fuel my body more, I needed to do a reverse diet. And reverse diet is essentially bringing your calories back up to maintenance, as Kim says. It's just been given a name. It's just reversing
right.
out of deficit because our bodies are not made to just be in a deficit for a long period of time.
Mhm.
Once you lose your weight, you're supposed to gradually increase and go back up to maintenance. And I learned this from the what is it, Mind Pump. I can't think of the full name
I
of
know
the
you. Yeah.
creators, but yeah. So I do a lot of research. So I'm not just saying this because yeah, it's because I know.
Yeah.
I do a whole lot of research, but anywho, I went straight up to maintenance in order to maintain that level, and I knew I was going to gain a few little pounds, and that is okay because again, I come from skinny fat, so that's where I'm at. I just stay in maintenance, and then fuel my body more to support my workouts. And then if I need to eat a little bit more, my body will tell me I need to eat a little bit more calories. So I'm not just overstuffing myself. It's 80-20 rule with whole foods.
Right. Cool. And so, yes, you did mention something really important. You have to listen at your body. Very, very important. So I'm happy that you did mention that. So thank you for that, Tamika. So Paula says my nutritionist just moved me to 1,800 calories. So that's
Hey,
that's that's what she needs to be at. And I know Paula does strength training as well. Um, but Paula, I think Paula, why is my thing just going? Paula, I believe, is much taller than me. So yeah, but anyway, so I noticed for me, like I said, that I need to bring my calories down just a little bit, in order to make sure that I am actually losing like I want to get down to my goal weight.
yeah,
um
it's
so
important.
that's what, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Now I was gonna say like that's important for you to gauge it. If you're not losing weight and you know that you're in a weight loss phase,
Mhm.
try to lower your calories, especially if you're coming from a high number. Now I can see if you 1,200 and wait a minute, I'm not losing weight. And now you're down into the thousands. It's like, is that really like helpful? Because now you're gonna fall into that hypoglycemia. You don't want
Right.
that.
Yeah. So thank you. Let's see. Hold up. Let me go. Let me look and
That
see if.
softening.
Hello, Kenny K. How you doing? Thanks for
Huh?
coming in.
Okay.
I'm trying to see. Look, Vivi laughing. Sounds good, my friend. Let me see. Hello, sweetheart. Hope you're doing well. I'm trying to go through these comments or
Yes.
something. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. See if there's any questions for us. Jane did say go make your martini already.
Um. eh,
You have 4 months, Tamika. Plenty of time to write, record, debut your Zepbound anthem.
don't do that to me, Grace.
Right. She loves some Manjaro journey.
Yeah, because my Zepbound song didn't take. When I was on Zepbound, I did have a song, but it didn't stick.
Yeah, she liked the Manjaro better.
Yeah, it had a little ring to it. As soon as
Yeah.
I looked at it, I was like, my gyro, oh my gyro.
Yep. Yes. Okay, let's see. Let me go.
Oh, Julio. Don't put your woman on the camera.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, Orlando. That's my stomping ground right now. Now, wait a minute.
Exactly. That's my second home, Orlando.
Right. Exactly. Me too. Me too. I
Mhm.
almost thought about moving there one time, but I decided not to. I said we're gonna just keep it as that's my home away from home. Let's see what else is there. You see anything else?
Grace had asked a question, but I had answered it in the chat.
Thank you, Felicia.
Yes.
Hit that like button. Don't be scared.
Hit that live.
Something else. Yes, working out after eating other than a walk is shaking ground for me. Yeah, and that's
Wait,
good.
why
That's
is it
good
shaking
to
ground?
talk. Huh?
Why is it shaking ground? Wait, what does that mean?
I mean, I don't know exactly what she's talking about, but I'm thinking, I know, like for me with walk, if I start exercising too much right after eating, then it can make that
Oh,
sugar go down too fast. Yeah,
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because there's a
and
certain form
she's
of
type one diabetic.
alkaline. Yeah,
Yeah,
but okay, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha,
so that might be what she's talking about. She'll let us know.
gotcha. Other than walking.
Yes, Florida does have its perks. Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, how are you doing, sweet? Thank you for coming in, sweetheart.
Hi.
Yes, yes. New to the journey and learning from you all. Thank you, thank you. I'm happy you were able to come in with us today.
Hello,
It's
gorgeous.
yes, 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 yes. It's hot. It is hot. It's very hot here in Florida.
Most definitely.
Okay, there you go. There you go. A good even stroll does wonderful. You saw me strolling. If you saw my video that I put out this morning, yeah, sometimes I get out in the night and
Dutch.
walk too. Yep.
I'm like, why are you outside?
Don't tell my husband. Yes, welcome in.
Thank
Oh
you
my
for
gosh. Let me see. I'm trying to see what else is out here. Is there anything out here that we need to say? Y'all, I'm not as quick in this chat as everybody, other people. Okay, so Jane said, what now? Jane says, Julio's strength training is a key after 40. Yes. And
hmm
I also, I know Julio said something about running or jogging or what have you. Sometimes it's better for people that what we're learning is that people over 40, it's just as effective to walk, or sometimes even more effective to walk in a zone two versus trying to jog. Jogging could be very hard on your knees, your joints, and things of that nature. But I heard someone talk about they do both, and they noticed that when they were doing, I guess interchangeably, they realized that walking did just as much for them than they were doing when they were jogging or running.
hmm
They still lost a good burnt a lot of calories.
But if you love it, do it.
But if you love it, do it, baby. If you love
Yes,
it, hey, if you like it, I love it. Okay, for you,
love
for
it.
you. Yeah.
Love it.
Because I even wanted to start jogging. I'm like, I wish I could jog. I wish I could not so much run, but jogging. But I was like, first of all, ma'am, you already know how your knees are. Okay. Again, you're 52 years old.
Let's crawl before we walk, okay?
Truth be told. So what I can do, I just find out what I can do. So I
Mhm.
can, use a weighted vest when I walk. I can walk in zone two, which is where I can talk. I'm kind of, I feel a little huff puff a little bit, but I'm able to still make sentences. I just can't do a whole lot of singing and everything.
Yes.
That's how they explain it when it comes to zone two. Very, very much tea for us, especially those who are
Walking
over
up
40
the
years
hill.
old. Yeah. I can walk, yeah, inclines. Yes, yes. Especially whether I'm in the gym or outside, or even, if I have a treadmill at home, which I do, I can incline mine manually, but I still can do it. And yes, so that incline definitely helps as well.
Yes.
So for you to, burn some extra calories. So you don't actually have to run in order to get the benefits that running gives. Okay. The
Correct.
great thing about the zone twos, the running, the cardio, um, is that we're able to, it helps us lose fat, right? But not only that, it helps with our heart, and we definitely need our heart to keep ticking, y'all. We
Mm.
want to not only lose this weight, but we're not trying to be just superficial here. We're trying to make sure that we are healthy in its totality, right? So,
Absolutely.
yeah. So your blood work markers, your lab work results, you want to, hone in on. That's why it's important to go to a doctor, get those blood work, that blood check and everything to see where you are. I put out a video about, making sure that, you know your numbers, making sure that
Right.
you put health first versus just, losing the weight on the scale. That's important. It's definitely important if you're obese and you need to, come off some weight. Because that definitely helps you when it comes to health. and that's why I'm still trying to lose the weight. If my husband had his way, I would be where I'm at.
Yeah. He wants you a little thick.
He like that thickness, right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then you got a little curve with it. He like, that's it, baby. Yeah. One day,
Don't
last
do
week.
that pound cake.
Right. Exactly. And he like, don't make it too hard either. I don't want you to be too hard because I'm not with no dude.
Not that dude.
I ain't married no dude,
So
boo.
like,
Do not be too hard, okay? Do your thing. I'm rooting for you. But
right.
baby, listen.
Yes.
Oh God. Yes, honey. I'm like, okay. I said, well, I'm gonna go down some more. He said, yeah, you can go down a little bit more. That's fine. But at first, when I was doing it, when I got under 200, he was like, wait a minute now, you know. But I'm like, just keep watching, boo, keep
He said,
watching.
slow down. Let
Right.
me love you.
Exactly. Exactly. I think you had a similar conversation with your husband, Miss Pam.
I sure did. He said, I can't take that no more. He said, no. I need you to have some meat on your bones, basically, is what he was saying. That
Exactly.
my
Exactly.
little skinniness was just not doing it for him.
Right.
I like
Right.
a woman with curves.
Right.
So that's it.
Exactly. And then us married folk, we have to remember, honey, that we're not just ours.
Right.
We belong to each other. So we have to be mindful of it. Just even letting our husbands, our spouses know what we're looking for. And as well as even like people looking at you. The people that really loves you. And gonna tell you the correct information. Um,
Is that your phone?
that's my
Telephone?
phone, girl. I'm like, let me put it outside the door.
Telephone?
Um, but yeah, so you want to make sure that that not only that you're happy with yourself, but you want to make sure that your husband, your spouse, he happy too for you and things of that nature, and because you want to be attractive to each other, right? So
No.
yeah, that was a thought, y'all. I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
happened.
know.
Anyway, so
No.
Paula says, I'm going to maintenance calories for the next 3 weeks. I should have done this a long time ago. Being in a deficit so long hasn't been good for me. And that's what Tamika was talking about. You don't want to be in a deficit forever, right? And some of us, we have a whole lot of weight to lose. So, sometimes we have to we may not go back into maintenance, but definitely up those calories some and just kind of ride out a little bit there. And then if you're strength training and everything, it's going to hit you different.
Yes.
The strength
Ooh.
training, the walking in that zone two, the cardio,
Mm.
several times a week, it definitely hits us in a different way. So even with me being in a
Mm.
plateau, y'all,
Yes, girl.
I can feel my muscle building inside. Even y'all might not be able to see it just yet, but keep looking, keep looking, baby. It's coming. It's
That
coming.
key.
Yes, yes.
Watch that key. And Paula has a nutritionist. So, I mean, she's under a guidance of somebody. I'm not doing it with anyone. I'm just just spinning, and I'm
Right.
also researching. So that's how I'm able to tell y'all what I'm doing.
Right. And that's why, me, I'm a researcher at heart. I love researching. I love looking at different, even YouTube, like, even though, because I know some people say, well, they're not, we say it right now. I'm not a doctor, dietitian. I'm not a healthcare provider. And even if I was, I'm not yours, honey. So I can only share my personal journey, but I can get good sound advice from other people, other channels, right?
Right.
And so I do listen in, and I make sure I listen at several different people and seeing what's being said, and also researching for myself, going to reputable sources, on the internet. I also listen to chat, Gemini. I listen to my healthcare professionals. I go back. When I find this stuff out, then I go back to my dietitian or to my my healthcare provider and say, hey, this is what I heard. This is what sounds like this person is. These couple people are doing, and it's working for them. Let me know if it's okay for me. you know, with my my diabetic person with a kidney disease, with high blood pressure, with so on and so forth, comorbidities. Okay.
Yeah.
So because I want to make sure that I'm not just following after somebody else, even if it does sound good and it's working for them, but that
Right.
that my healthcare team and that my blood markers and the situations that I'm in, my circumstances, that I'm okay and I'm safe for what I'm trying to do. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes. All right. Off to the gym. Okay. See ya. If you're still listening in. All right,
I'm
let's
trying
see
to
what
think
else.
gone because yeah, it's been a while.
You're welcome, sweetheart. Right. So that's another thing, sweet tea. What I want to say too is that for me, and Tamika kind of touched on it a little bit. For me, I had to figure out what I need to do. Cut my calories a little bit, because even though I thought about it the other day, and I said, you know what? It's 24 hours in a day, okay, and I may exercise about 4 hours of a day, okay, of a given day. And that's me doing my 10,000 steps, because it takes about an hour and a half to get 10,000 steps in. Okay. And then, and that's off and on. I don't do the whole full hour and a half anymore, because it'll make my knees hurt, because I had that prior knee injury. So I will do the hour and a half of that. And then I may be in the gym for an hour and a half, because I just really like the gym. Plus, sometimes I'm trying to get footage, and, you got to wait on machines and all the different things. So just say 3 hours, maybe four at max, because I may come in here and still I may be looking at Tamika video, and I'm like, oh shoot, let me go and do work out with her, or what have you. So I grab my weights and start going in, or whatever. But
Going.
whatever it is, 3 to 4 hours. But you're talking about in a 24-hour period, I'm still a lot of sedentary. I'm still that, right? So you want to talk about a little bit about that, Tamika?
About the sedentary part.
Yeah, being sedentary most of your
Oh,
day.
oh yeah, being sedentary most of your day. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, what I do is, even though I'm keep in mind between the range of the sedentary and 1 to 3 exercises, I keep that range because I don't like a set number, as I said, but to help keep my body moving, like the neat, because you can exercise those 30, 40 minutes, but what are you doing after? So I want to increase my neat. So I make sure I am moving all throughout the house.
Okay.
When I am on the phone, I am walking, pacing the floor. I got a long little walkway. I can just go up and down.
Mm-hmm.
After I eat, I will get on my walking pad and just do 15 minutes. And it becomes more natural to me. Now I'm able to get past my 10,000 steps. I'm now averaging 13,000 steps. Some days I can hit 15, sometimes I'll hit 14. I don't get hung up on the numbers because I know me. I get hung up on the number, do my thing. At the end of the day, oh, I hit 14,000 steps. Kudos to me. Sync it to my apps that I'm in with a lot of y'all on, and then I'm done. I'm not like, oh, let me hurry up and try to beat this person, or I want to be on top. When I stop that, things change for me.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, yes,
Thank you.
yes. Um, okay, so Jane said she turned her activity to sedentary to low. So yes, you have that. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. I was trying to. So I did look up something, because I got Curious of Kim going on as well. So when it comes to sedentary, we're talking little to no exercise, mostly sitting or lying down a lot of the day. Okay, that's what mostly is, of course. So choose this if you exercise less than 1 day a week, and spend most of your day seated. I'm sorry, seated. So even with them saying 1 day a week, yeah, some people, you definitely need to put sedentary if you're doing 1 day a week exercising. Like, and we're talking deliberate exercising, not the NEAT, not the non-exercise
Right.
activity thermogenesis. I think it's eugenics, whatever. That's neat. But that's when you're just moving around the house. You may be cooking or cleaning your house, things like that. Okay, washing your car, all of that. That's what we consider as neat. Okay, quote unquote.
Cleaning up. Yep. All of
Yeah,
that.
clean it up, right? So, and going grocery shopping, things like that.
Yeah.
All right. So, but again, like we were saying, that's not the only thing that one exercise a week, and spend most of my days seated. Now, that's why I did not put sedentary on mine, my calorie, my TDEE calculator, because I'm like, no, I'm doing way more than that. I'm doing 3 to 5 days a week strength training. I'm sorry, 3 days a week strength training. I'm doing 2 days a week, with my cardio. I'm doing 10,000 steps a day. So I'm doing all these things or what have you. So I wouldn't be sedentary. But again, when I got that number that I showed y'all earlier of the 17 something to lose weight, I noticed that I was not losing. And I'm like, I'm doing all these things. Why am I not losing?
Right.
It doesn't make any sense. So, like I said, when I started researching again, about it, and then I saw that video that came out from the young lady that was talking about, being a shorty and, needing to move that, like still use a TDE, but move that down some or what have you, and be okay, because you got so many people on the platform and all over social media saying, you need to eat more. You need to eat more. You need to eat 190,000 protein a day. You need to do, all these
Slow
things.
down, girl.
Yeah, and it becomes, it gets in my mind, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should, and even within this group of, like in our GLP-1 community, we were kind of saying, we might need to move our calories up some. Now, some people do, truth be told, to need to move those calories up. But again, that's why you need a dietitian that can help you with that, or maybe your doctor can help you. Some of them do, some of them don't. It just depends. They don't like, really get into that, because they're like, we have a specialist that can do that, which is a dietitian, registered dietitian, nutritionist. So yes, when you have a nutritionist, they can only tell you like broad things. When you have a dietitian, they can get into helping you a little bit more in depth, because they can actually talk about how you can help manage your morbidities. Okay, so that's the difference between a dietitian, nutritionist versus just a nutritionist.
Right.
Okay, so so now when it comes to light activity, we're talking light exercises 1 to 3 times per week, or daily light activity. Suitable if you walk, do light chores, or exercise occasionally. The moderate activity is moderate exercise 3 to 5 days a week, or an active lifestyle. Pick this if you engage in constant workouts or have a physically active job. So, like you work at Crystals or McDonald's and you're moving around all the time. You work at Amazon and you moving around all the time. UPS, FedEx, things like that. You have a construction work job, those type things. That's when you really will hone in on that moderate activity, because they have to move all day long. Okay. For me, okay, because I don't know if anybody in here is really very active or super active, or like athletic. So I'm not going to go into that part. You can always look it up on Gemini. I'll let you know these things that I'm reading. And as the more you continue to research, the more reputable sources that will come up for you. I was in college not too long ago, finished up my school, and so the more I started researching back then, needing reputable websites, then stuff started coming to me a little bit more, where I can, kind of count on what they're saying. So with that being said, yeah, I noticed that I needed to go back to sanitary. The reason why I decided to do that, just like Jane said she did too, but the reason why I decided to do that, and I did hear people talk about that as well. But again, because I knew I was increasing my exercise, I thought that I was, okay, I need to go up now, because I'm doing the 3 to 5 times a week for real now, going to the gym and lifting heavy, lifting progressive overload, or what have you. So that's why I moved up to that moderate exercise. But again, with me researching, I realized that no, I need to go back down. Okay, truth be told. And even though I may be exercising 3 to 4 hours a day, I still have, say, 4 hours a day. That's 20 hours where I'm not doing it. Okay. I am getting my NEAT in during that time. but it's still not enough to say I do sit on that sofa a lot looking at YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
Or I do, maybe sit down, doing, or stand up, or what have you, doing, getting my content, um, filming my content, I edit, at this desk, and and things of that nature. So I'm
Yeah.
sitting down a lot, working, from home, you're sitting down a lot. If you're working at a job, you're sitting down a lot. So, with that being said, you could be really sedentary still, even though you're getting, that exercise, you're getting your exercise on. So yeah, so that's what you have to think about. Um, and so that works for me when I go down in calories. Okay, Tamika, how long do you suggest cuts bulks last?
It can be around 6 months. How a cut? It all depends. I didn't answer the cut part, but okay. So if like for me, I'm gonna just give it real quick. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so say I got my muscle, I got everything on. When you bulk, you're going to gain a little bit of fat. That's where
Uh-huh.
the curves is just going to come in. You're not going to be able to eat in a calorie surplus without having some fat added on to it. So a lean bulk is when you are just mainly eating a lot of whole foods. A dirty bulk is like when you are just eating a whole lot of simple carbs along with the complex carbs. But you just trying to get the calories in and bulk
Yeah.
up so you can feed your muscles after you strength train.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when after you get the curves that you want in the muscles, because that's what you really want to have, because you're gonna be disappointed when you cut and all you gain was fat and not muscle. So when you do a cut, the cut should be small. It should not be as long as a bulk. People bulk, from what I hear, especially if you are advanced lifter, it is between 6 months or close to a year. If you are a beginner, you can see newbie gains within 3 to 6 months. Now, if I want to cut right now, I would say, okay, let me cut for about maybe no longer than 6 weeks. I don't need to cut as long as I did a bulk because now I'm going to lose everything I could potentially lose. But when you cut, you want to make sure your strength training remains the same. The intensity that you bought during the bulk, it needs to be the same during your cut so that while you are cutting to shred the fat, get the waist a little smaller, you're reminding your muscles that hey, I need you even though I'm not fueling my body with those higher amounts of calories. So if I'm no longer eating 2100 and I do a cut down to 1600, I still need to train with intensity. After my cut, within 6 weeks I assess it, then I go back to my maintenance. So if my maintenance is 1900, then that's where I go and I remain and I stay there until I want to do another goal. But I'm not doing no more goals after that. It's just staying neutral. That's how it is.
Period.
Period.
But like Shani says, she is a woman that can change her mind, right?
Sure can.
Needs to. Okay. So sweet tea, I used to use the TDE calculator throughout my losing phase. I think um that's also how I entered my information, sanitary and cutting. It worked for me. There you go. There you go.
Hey,
Yep. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let me see what she said. Yep. And some people, even because I know sweet tea, you're not type 2 diabetic or diabetic period. So yes, even though you may not be, yes, watching your carbs may be something that you may want to look into because that definitely does help you lose weight. Yes, yes, yes. But don't go too crazy. Sometimes when you go too crazy with it, then it can make you have low glycemic. Don't say low glycemic. Do not say that. It can make you have low blood sugars. So I
no,
know
give me a second. Like, huh?
some people, and some people that not even type 2 diabetic, um, or type 1 diabetic, they still have low blood sugars, and they should not have that. Your body should not be doing that, right?
I'm that girl.
Because you're trying to eat, you're not eating long. You're taking too long to eat, or
Exactly.
it's several different reasons why. But yes, you have to be careful, and or not eating, barely eating any carbs, period, for too long of time, or what have you. Or you're doing too much exercise, you're not eating no carbs, you're exercising like left and right. You're not increasing your fats, you're not doing any. It take, so yeah, be
Everything is
mindful.
just low.
Yeah, yeah,
Everything is low.
yeah. Let's see. I'm digging in on tracking and using these tools going forward. Awesome. Yay, sweetie. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Not Mr. Meek is in my chat too, baby. Yes. Okay, okay, y'all
I
see y'all.
answered it. Yes, I was in. That QQQ just caught my eye, and I had
Right,
to.
right, right. So Miss Felicia says one thing that surprised me is being in a deficit for so long. Yes, because Miss Felicia was in a deficit a long time too. So she said I tried eating at maintenance for one day and I could not do it. I almost threw up chucked. It was so much food. I guess my stomach has shrank. Yes, definitely has shrank. Yes, because you have lost over 100. You have lost over 100 pounds. Okay. I want to tell something I was supposed to
Right.
tell.
I thought she froze for a second. She was like, "You lost."
Nope. Yes, honey. All right. So Grace show Tamika some love, honey. Grace
Thank
says
you.
that. Check her channel out. Thank you, Grace. Thank you. Please do. Please check her out, y'all. FMB, that is what it does. Yes, your stomach shrinks. Your whole body is shrinking. Everything is shrinking. Going back to a normal or somewhat normal size. Because sometimes we'll shrink certain things. I mean, they'll expand so much, and we've been we're bigger so long. Sometimes it won't shrink back like these bad ways. They
Yeah,
may not ever go back.
you have to
I,
slowly increase. You can't just jump from 0 to 100 the next day.
yeah,
It takes weeks to
it
get back.
takes time. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, your stomach is elastic and can tighten back. But even with the band, say you have a rubber band and you're pulling it, you're pulling. Sometimes it never goes all the way back to the beginning, state, and that's okay too. So that's why we have, like I said, we have shapewear. If we can't, we have where we can get, different things we have that we can use to try to help us, get back to where we want to be. So I'm happy about that too, that I have options, honey. Yes, I have
We got
options.
options.
Yes. Thank you for that,
Don't
Jane.
ever say you don't got no options.
Okay. And nobody but you and your husband and maybe your kids see you, butt booty naked, right? So yeah.
Only my
Uh
but booty naked.
huh.
I said only my husband should see me butt booty naked.
Girl, these kids don't give me no. They be like, they just busting my door. They don't care. They like whatever.
I
I
know.
my girls do, not my boys, my girls.
Yeah.
Felicia says, that's wild, JC. I never thought my stomach would get smaller, but how amazing. Exactly. How amazing. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Paula says, Felicia, I have started increasing slow so that I don't get sick. For me, being in a deficit for 2 years straight hasn't been the best thing. My weight loss has really slowed a lot. Yes, 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 yes. Felicia says, right, Paula, I've had been in a deficit for 19 months and I know it's not ideal, but need to slowly add some calories, which is what Felicia's doing as well. So Paula's doing it, Felicia's doing it, other people are doing it here as well. I did it, because I was trying to get up to that 17 something, but I'm like, that's too high for me. So I got to go back down. Got to go back down a little bit. Like I said, when it comes to this journey, it should be at some point lifelong. You want to make sure that you are for those who need to reclaim their health, that they are reclaiming their health, and just realize that this is not something that's going to go very quickly for us. Even if it's quick in the beginning, it's going to slow down some. It's going to slow down. It may not go turtle slow. It may not go, to where it just stop altogether, but it does definitely slow down at some point. And the biggest thing is, once you see those results, once you get to that end, that expected end, then you're going to appreciate even more how much, the things that you did go through, and it's going to be your testimony, that you were able to get through all the things you went through, and it makes you stronger, it makes you stronger. So keep pushing, keep fighting. Everything is going to work out for you. And just realize this is a lifelong journey. Once we get to maintenance, I say it don't, even though you get to maintenance, once you get there, we're going to be excited about it, right? We're going to be excited about it for those who are not there yet. But even when you get there, you see how Tamika said, okay, I have a range, that I use. I know I may increase a little bit, depending on what I'm eating and things of that nature. I may increase some, and it's okay. I give myself about what, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, whatever, range. Some people do 5 to 10 range of where they can do a little weight gain or a little weight loss, right? It's still the same thing, just like we're doing right now. Of course, we're still trying to go down, but I'm saying it's still you gotta be strategic with what you're doing, because you can always go back up, and you can always keep. Some people are still losing, and they're not even trying to lose. They want to be in maintenance, but the body is still doing what the body want to do, and that's lose.
Exactly.
So, and then you wind up losing too much, and now you got to try to figure out what you can do to try to, put it back up, get it back up to where you want to be at.
It can be as simple as eating a half an orange. It don't have to be as hard adding 600 calories on top of it.
Right. Thank you for that. Um, I hope you do well in the maintenance, sweetheart. Yes. That's the Paula. Good ideas, Paula. Yes. Just subscribe to Mika channel. Oh, thank you, Julio. That's my girl. Jane says maybe FMB can interview you about this. Yep. That would be awesome, Jen. Yes, ma'am. Hello, Auntie Queen. How you doing, sweetheart? Thanks for coming in.
It's Queen. It's Queen.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Hi, everybody in the live. Yes. Y'all said hey to my auntie. All right. I know that's right. Give her some props. All right. So Miss Paula says, what'd you say?
Oh, when Queen says, I love your hair. When she said that earlier, I was like,
oh. Mm-hmm.
I said it as you were
It does look nice. Yes. Paula says, that's right, Coach T. I have increased my calories in increments to get to maintenance. I'll be there for 3 weeks and then bring them back down to a deficit. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Paula. All right. So, question: do you have a good recommendation for reducing visceral fats? Visceral fat, sweetheart. What do you think, Miss Ma'am?
I don't know how I lost visceral fat, honestly. I think my number is either 7 or 8. I don't know where it was before, because I had just got my Hume scale in November of last year. So I honestly don't know. Only thing I can say is you got to remember, in order to lose weight, you have to be in some deficit, regardless of what tool you use. So for me to went from 190 all the way down to 133, I was in a deficit. I guess I wasn't playing. I had a one-track mind. And that is how I lost it. I don't really know. And I strength train. That's it. I can't. Can y'all hear her?
Sorry, booze.
I was trying to be nice.
So, were y'all trying to read? Did anybody read my the words that were coming out of my mouth?
No, I didn't read the words that was coming out of your mouth.
I probably know one person that probably could do it.
Exactly, Bellflower.
Oh my God! Or I was talking about Felicia.
Oh,
but anyway, yes, Bellflower too. So visceral fat. What I was saying is, I think I have a good bit still. I'm an apple shaped body, so when you're apple shaped body, which is kind of round, in your midsection, a lot of times you do carry a lot of visceral fat, which is an ugly brown fat that's trying to squeeze your organs out, choke it out, okay, choke them out. So yeah, I know mine has gone down a lot. Definitely, like you said, a deficit definitely helps. How much, what you eat also can help you. So curious what Kim I was saying always comes up, either definitely in my lives, right? Because I want to make sure I'm giving you the right information, things that you can actually, on my channel. I like having fun, but I also like sharing, things that really is going to help you, and you'll be able to walk away with something, or at least something in the back of your mind. So later on, maybe, when you need this stuff, or you trying to help somebody else, you can actually give this information to somebody else. And we always have a replay button. So losing visceral fat, which is a dangerous fat stored deep within the abdomen around your vital organs, require a comprehensive approach focused on overall weight loss, because visceral fats responds quickly to a calorie deficit, which is what Ms. Tamika has stated, which is what, I stated as well, and lifestyle changes. Okay. So not just the deficit, but lifestyle changes as well. The most effective strategy is combine a balanced diet, consistent cardio, and reduce your stress. That's how you
Okay.
can get rid of visceral fat. Okay. So therefore, when it comes to your diet, you want to dial into your diet. You want to prioritize your whole foods, unprocessed foods. So prioritize whole unprocessed foods. Okay. You want to focus on your diet rich in vegetables, lean proteins, lean high fiber whole grains, which can help manage blood sugars and keep you full. Okay. You also want to cut simple sugars out and alcohol. Now, we're not saying you can't do
Yes.
any simple sugars, but what we're saying is prioritize. If we are doing simple sugars, we want to prioritize our protein and our veggies first, and then eat a little bit of those simple sugars. But let it be a small amount of them if you are. Okay. The simple sugars are like the white rice, the white flours, the regular table sugar, granulated sugar, things like that. You have to be more careful with. Okay. Um,
I like my black rice.
and I do too. I like brown rice, but I really love my white rice. So what I did, I chose to see what rice white that I can eat that is, and this is a whole nother subject for a whole nother day.
Right.
But your when it comes to the glycemic index that I keep wanting to talk about today, that low glycemic index, that's the type of rice you want to make sure that you're staying in a low glycemic index, or moderate maybe, but not so high when it comes to the glycemic index. But we'll talk about that another day.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
because that was our topic. We were supposed to
right.
talk about in another video.
Yes. So when it comes down to, that what I did as a quick on the subject is that I use jasmine rice, white rice,
Yes.
and I'll eat basmati white rice. Now, of
Oh,
course, if you do the brown rice, they have a brown basmati and they have a brown jasmine too. So of course that's a little bit better. But to me,
it's the
it's not
same.
that big of a difference.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I do eat white rice because that's what I like the most too. So yeah. So that's that. Another thing is managing your portion sizes, which is what I kind of already talked about as well. Because even healthy calories add up. Okay. And this is
Sure
all
do.
this is from the Mayo Clinic, so Mayo Clinic is a big, very reputable hospital, that can tell us, really, really good things. To help us. And they said for actionable tips on portion control, you want to have your portion control as well as your, replacing sugar in beverages. That's why some people you do the no sugar added soft drinks or things like that. If you just have to have, something, or they'll do mix-ins like Crystal Light and things like that. If they just have to have something that has a flavor to it versus just water. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, things lower in sugar. All right, and then they said move constantly, making sure you're moving all the time, just like Tamika was talking about earlier. Not just moving at a specific time, but throughout the day, you want to try to get some movement in. So that some walking in, some cleaning up, whatever you got to do, the neat or the structured exercises. Either one of them definitely helps throughout the day, not just sitting, on the couch all the time. Okay.
Yes.
Um, hit workouts definitely help too. high intensity in interval training. That also helps. It's short bursts of intense workouts. That helps as well. But at 50 years old, even over 40, sometimes hit is too much, especially because our knees are different. Our joints are a little older, right? So we have to be more mindful of that if you have issues with that. If you have issues with joint pain and inflammation and things like that, you may have to be careful
Right.
with the hit workouts. All right, and then strength training, that's always going to be here. Lifting weights helps build lean muscle mass, and you don't have to always lift so heavy. Even if you're progressive overloading, it's not you yes, heavy is really good, right? But sometimes if you can't lift, say 130 pounds, you may lift, whatever you can lift, but do longer reps. If you can't lift heavy, then do longer reps, and that can also get you in progressive overload. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Progressive overload can come in different forms, as she said. You can increase your reps. You can do time under tension, means instead of doing this, if you can do this, that means your weight is a little too light. So if this is 5 pounds and I'm doing 8 and I'm doing this, but if I want to do time under tension, I can go slow
Yes.
and then come down.
Mhm.
Time under tension so you can feel the muscle. I can feel this and I'm not even lifting a weight. Okay. So that's what you do. Then
Yeah.
you can also, in between your sets, where was I going? In between your sets, make sure that you are doing at least a minute and a half to 2 minutes. But if you want to progressive overload with that, decrease your time between your sets. You can do 30 seconds. So while you got that time and attention, rest for 30 seconds and then get back under there because it's still kind of stimulated versus waiting 2 minutes and then it's relaxed.
Oh
Now
yeah.
you can, move more and more. And also, increase your, instead of doing 2 rounds, you can do 3 rounds. Just like I keep telling my little besties, do more than 1 round. Keep going because that's how you do the progressive overload. So I think there's about four, but I think I named maybe
Yes.
three.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you can progressive overload, and of course with weight.
Right. That exactly. Exactly. Thank you for explaining that.
You're
All
welcome.
right. So one other thing that you can do to help reduce your visceral fat, Paula, as well as other people in the chat, focus on your lifestyle factors. So you got prioritize your sleep, trying to get 7 to 8 hours of good rest, of sleep per night. Because it can, when you have a lack of sleep, I'm sorry, when you have a lack of sleep, then it can increase your stress hormones. Okay. You want to
Yeah.
de-stress your life. Don't let life, I know life be life all the time, right? But we don't want to allow, and some stress is okay, right? To manage you, but you want to manage stress. You want to be able to manage your stress. And if for some reason you cannot manage the stresses that you have well, then you might have to start thinking about what can you um, put down, okay, so that it won't be a stress in your life and overwhelm you, okay.
Yeah.
um, and then sometimes I know, especially with women, a lot of times we try to do everything. We try to be she roles, we try to do everything. And sometimes even with, with our spouses, or significant others, we so busy trying to do stuff ourselves, to please everyone, making sure that we're doing, um, I don't know if we think we're gonna get a crown or something. I'm not sure, but and I don't think you're always thinking like that. But sometimes we overly do things, and sometimes the husband like, I got this. You don't have to do that. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I let me help you. Some husbands, not every husband ain't like
Done.
that,
Right.
but some husbands do. They like, I don't mind helping.
Mm-hmm.
But for those who have to do everything or what have you, kudos to you as well. Do what you got to do. But there, even with that, say if you're a single parent, single mom, or a single dad, you still can find ways to de-stress your life. So you want to find those things to help you out. And then uh, also tracking your progress. It says don't rely solely on the scale. Measuring your waistline is a more accurate way to track visceral fat loss, and and then there's something they're telling me to go to if I want to see my detailed matrix, okay, on how to track your visceral fat through tracking. All
Oh,
right, so that's
oh yeah.
that.
I just wanted to add one thing to that
Mhm,
progressive overload. Also,
mhm,
it's important, like if you're lifting, write your reps down. I know it's tedious. You don't want to do it. You can put it in your notes. Whatever workouts that you're getting ready to do, if you're doing 12 reps with 15 pound,
mhm.
and what you do is you go through that first week, and then the second week, and then add two more reps to that. So now it's now what I say 12. So now it's 13, 14.
Right,
My math is
right,
about to go. I'm like, the simple things. Okay, so now it's 14 reps. That's
yeah,
how you do it.
right. Yes,
Keep
thank
it
you.
simple, not hard, people.
Right, right.
I
Yes.
see
There
y'all
you
in the
go.
chat.
Right. It doesn't have to be hard. It's as hard and that's why sometimes you have to also make sure that you
Exactly,
have a
Grace.
mindset
Mm-hmm.
conducive to doing these things, because it's really good for us to do. So that's what I was saying. Even with tracking my food, I had to get to the point where I'm like, okay, you can do 3 days a week, and then
Right.
you can build upon that. But you can do 3 days a week, and one of the ways you can do it is you can change your mindset and stop saying I don't like it or it's a love hate relationship or whatever, and just do it,
Learn to love it.
make it simple, huh?
I was like, learn to love it.
And right, you will. Like with me, like I said, with Jim, being a gym girl now, I did not want to do that before, or what have you. I did like going to the gym way back in the day when we were doing Zumba. Okay, I love that. But then I hurt my knee, tore my patella, had to have surgery, all this other stuff, and then so I could not do it anymore. And then especially if you're doing Latin Zumba, it's a lot of moving
Oh
your
yes,
knees
I
like,
love the
and
Latin.
honey, that thing right there, my knee starts inflaming immediately. You know,
Caliente.
yeah. So I have to be careful with that. So after that, I just stopped going to the gym, and then of course, the more you don't do it, then you lose it. What is going on?
I cannot. Grace,
Yes, right.
I can't. This lady,
I
she's
told you,
so
Grace be
funny.
tripping.
She is so funny.
Right, 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 right. She is definitely so. Grace says Kim J and Tamika are sharing what was work for them. Right, always consult. Yes, thank you so much, Grace. Thank you. Oh
Yes,
Lord, I'm
Grace.
scared. I'm scared. Paula,
It's
I'm
further at
scared
the
to get put.
bottom.
Okay. Grace says, Paula, my phone says it's 87 outside and feels like 99. Okay, that's something else. I can confirm walking in zone 2 with the weighted vest is my favorite cardio for sure. I know that's right. Sweet tea,
Yes.
if you're still here, honey. Yeah, I started doing that 10,000 steps again because I heard you talk about it on your video about doing 10,000 steps. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's what that was because I was trying to think of what I was doing in December when I was losing over 2 pounds a week. Let me try to see if I can go back to doing that stuff to help me out or what have you. And yeah. And one of the other things I was doing, this TDE calculator, I wasn't eating no 17,000, 1,700 calories either. So that's another thing I'm going back to. I'm going back to, lesser calories. Um, so thank you for that, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
happy for your sweet tea.
Oh, 76 sounds nice. Because 87 is crazy. Okay, let's see. They're talking about clouds and coverages, and I just whispered no state income tax and carry on.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Come on, sweet tea. You will work up to, yep, a heck of a sweat out there. Right. Definitely is that. Let me see. T mystery solved. It's not the GLP-1, it's the 97. Right. And if it's, hey, 97 is what it says, right? But it really is 104. That's how it feels. The feels like temperature is 104. Cookie says, sweet tea, a friend of mine is going to wear a weighted vest for the first time tonight. Awesome. I'm going to buy me a weighted vest. I am. I give her 5 minutes before she starts complaining.
Oh wow.
This is another one right here, baby. Cookie be tripping me
Yes.
out, honey. Um, Your secret is out, Grace. That hot weather melting out weight off. I know, right? Truth be told, it's the weather for me.
It's the humidity.
The humidity. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The weather is 97, but the humidity and, like I said, the feels like temperature is about 104, 105. Easy.
Oh.
Easy. Every day. You see, I don't look, my shade is darker now than what I was a little, at wintertime. Yeah, I done got a little darker because of that sun is sunning.
Sun. It's sun.
I believe we bought 20 pounds back in vest form. They so silly. Hello, how you doing, Virginia? How are you, sweetheart? Thanks for coming in.
Hello, Chad.
Yes. What is it? Wait a minute. Did I hide it again? Oh no. Yes, I know that's right. Let me see. Am I at the bottom? No, I ain't at the bottom. Jesus. Okay.
No, you're not.
It's 14 pounds for my weight and age, 135 and 63. That's what was recommended to me. One of the perks of getting older. Okay. That's 14 pounds. That's a nice little amount of pounds. Yes, I like that. Okay, 135. We see you, girl.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, Cookie is a baddie. Yes. I know that's right. As Darren says, I ain't doing no vest. I'm gonna shoot something as a king. If it was a challenge, I probably wouldn't do it. I believe that, Cookie. I believe that. Hello, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in.
Yes. I love that cut.
Yes, that's Terry. Yep. Let's see. Oh, Terry, this is she is Samika. Yeah, she has a channel on YouTube and she's in a maintenance journey right now, but she was in a weight loss journey and she's been on Wegovy, Zepbound. She's been on a little on and off Wegovy, on and off Zepbound, and now she's on Manjaro. Yeah. Not with type 2 diabetes, but it was off label because whatever. Her doctor told her to. How about that?
With Caremark, took it off of the
and Caremark, right? Tried her.
Tried me.
Yeah. So he found a way to get her back on her GLP-1 medication, and now she's in her baddie girl season. She is, trying to gain build her pound cake, which is her glutes. Okay, if you want to go check her out, yes, and get them curves, baby. Yes,
and the estrogen pack is also helping.
Right.
It's a win for me.
I gotta get over to the gym before it's get too late. Okay, y'all got my mood. Yes, thank you. All right, Turtle Diaries. Yes. Happy working out. All right, let's see what else. Okay. Hello, Purple Bellflower. How are you doing, Zodiac Twin?
Gorgeous Bellflower.
Yeah. Why you?
Bellflower.
She got all of that. You got all of that Bellflower.
Yes.
In real form, Hello, Lily. How you doing? Also, as we age, our metabolic health changes, right? Especially if we develop chronic conditions. Look at Lily coming in here with the tea too. Yes, thank you, Lily. Yes, ma'am. So true, Lily. So true, sweetheart. I continue to lose when I reach maintenance. Honestly, I wouldn't mind packing 10 pounds back on. I like having a little more cushion. Yes, ma'am. What is it? Cushion for the pushing? Is that how I go?
Yes, cushion I was saying it, but I was.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, honey. Child. She went, child. She ain't paying attention. Oh, my God.
Oh, when you were reading, I was trying to get your attention.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't see that. I told you I would have to go over to the next page.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bellflower. I wasn't seeing that girl. I was trying to read. Curacao Kim came in the house. When I say Curacao Kim, y'all, that means I'm going over to this other screen and I'm going to read y'all what it say now. I want y'all to know. Paula had a real serious question that a lot of people need to know.
But we
I
didn't
was
hear
laughing.
you say I'm switching over to the screen.
I said curious of Kim. That's what I mean, ma'am. That's
Oh,
what that
okay.
means. I said curious of Kim come anytime during my lives, and then I start reading. Um, Riding the tide. I get okay. He says, I have to go finish my work. Okay, everybody working out, baby. Let me go get my something going on.
Work it out.
Enjoy
Work
your
it out.
workout, Julio. Thanks. He said, keep riding the tides, y'all.
Yay.
It's a story behind this riding the tide, y'all. It's the story behind it.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, why?
He likes the you know how you have the boats and stuff and the boat ride, but
Oh,
we're on trizepatide, semaglutide, retatrutide. Well, you don't.
that's
There's retatrutide
true.
coming out. There is there is a lot of different tides, and we're riding them. No matter which one we ride, or
Oh,
if we
I,
So you
I thought
read
it
the
was a
tides.
cruise. I was like, oh, so he's into boats.
Yes, 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 yes. But he's also into this GLP-1. Yes.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah, so that's why he got
Ride in the tide. That is so
yes,
clever and
yes. That's
cute. I
cute, isn't
like
it? Yeah.
that. He's gone now, so he ain't
He's
here.
gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm doing all that with the diet and exercise. I need to check in with my doctor. Yes, please check in with your doctor,
Yeah.
sweetheart. Julio, get a good sweat for us, honey. Look,
Mm.
wait a minute. She said she want them muscles, right? She got to get the sweat for herself, huh?
Ooh, Grace, what you got to say now,
Uh
honey?
oh.
What you
Paula
got to
said, I mean, I'm sorry, Paula. Purpose Willflower says, I love my white rice, but I don't
say?
eat bread and all that jazz. So, okay. Jasmine and Basmati. Yes, yes. She do like that.
We can't be friends, girl. What you mean you
Y'all
don't
can be
eat no
friends,
bread?
whatever.
I know, I'm just playing.
Look, hey, I'm eating the bread for you. I'm eating the bread.
Right. I'll eat the bread for you.
Right. Cookie says, Paula says, Paula, have you been monitoring your visceral fat with the scale? Or did you get a
No.
DEXA, honey? What you doing, sugar, over there? Grace says cooking rice, pasta, potatoes, refrigerating overnight increases. Yes, ma'am. Increases resistant starch, which can help reduce its glycemic impact and lead to a smaller blood sugar spike. She'll be talking about that on her next video, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, 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 Miss Grace. Let them know. Let them know.
Come
I got a date.
on.
It's about to rain again, Jesus. In fact, I have three in 2 years. Okay, I've only had one before, Dexa. Bellflower says, "Well, I can see your muscle, and you are just showing off." At you see her.
Oh,
Thank you, Purple Bellflower. Thank you for telling her that, Nicole.
what?
She's showing off your muscles.
Oh.
At this point, you just showing them off.
No, I'm not. I was trying to prove a point.
Is that right? You don't see me holding my muscles, showing my muscles over and over. There she go. See her Bellflower? Cookie said,
Oh,
Paula said, wait a minute, I can't even say it right. Cookie said, Paula, have you seen a significant decrease in your visceral fat on those scans or not really? Bell, exactly we said Bell. She was showing out. Right. Had my full attention too. I know that's right. Be like
exactly.
drooling and carrying on.
Yeah, you
Get
do
on my
like.
nerve. Look.
Well, what's she doing?
Right. That
That's
part.
what. No way.
That part,
Don't.
Virginia. You see what Virginia said?
What happened? Yes, but Tamika said.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey. Progressive overload simply means doing a little more over time. More weight, more reps, more sets. Either one. For example, or all of the above, either one. You might curl 5 pounds, then 8 pounds, then 10 pounds, then 13 pounds in the same workout. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Grace, thank you for that. Grace says the goal is gradual progression, not doing the same thing forever. Right.
Yes.
That part. And did you see her acting up? Paula says, yes, Cookie, I've seen a decrease. Awesome. Grace said, I saw it, Bellflower. Tamika said, oops, my bad steps slipped to the frame.
That's what I was falling out for. Because I'm like, because I saw Grace make that comment. So funny. my God.
Right,
Yes,
that part,
amazing.
Cookie. That part going slow too.
Yes.
I was looking over here like, I was about to say, I want to say something. In my head, I said something, but I was gonna leave it alone. Because people be mad when when I be bothering you, teasing you, baby. They be getting upset, honey. I'm sorry, boo. That's my little sister, honey. You feel me? Look, we do each other this way. We bother each other all the time, y'all.
And do you not know I bother my husband? Like, if you haven't watched that Sam's Club, I bother him. He said he got look like, I'm like,
What?
I'm
Right.
just playing.
That's right. We want them. Exactly, Bellflower. We want every bit of them. Sig, the solo cruiser, says, I use the, what is it, Heavy app? Okay. I'm going to write that down. I never heard that before. That app. Okay. It really makes weight, reps, set, tracking. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for that. Look at you coming in here with these good gems. Yes, yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
And you know what? This has nothing to do with you, but I'm gonna use you as an example. You see how
Use
she
me,
coming in
baby.
talking about some. You're coming in with these examples and all this, bringing the jewels and stuff. But I've been bringing jewels all day.
That's
But
why
as
you
soon
on
as
the
I
stage,
show
though.
up the bicep, she got a problem.
Who got a problem, boo?
I was about to say something, and since you
You've been throwing them biceps up a lot.
I
A
know Vicky
lot.
lied on me earlier. She was like, "You showing off?"
Right, a lot. You
But
ain't just
thank
do
you,
it one
Sam.
time. And I said, go on. Remember, I once encouraged you to do it again. I said, do it again for the people. Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm done.
Apps are good to help make it convenient to track. Thank you, sweetheart.
Yes, sis.
Hey Kim, I'm good. I'm in Cali too, honey, and it's medieval out here. Okay, medieval, honey. That's funny. Child, I'm in Florida. I just work on California time. Fooling
That's
with
what
that
they were
doggone,
saying. Yeah,
fooling with that doggone bestie of mine. This one here. Yep,
it's
yep.
Felicia's fault.
And my sister right here, she
No.
like, girl, if you don't go to bed,
Oh yeah, I do not
if
tell
you
her.
don't go, you'll roll to bed. Grace says, Tamika's channel to keep up all her right. That part. That part. Who's on Reddit True Tide?
I
Link
know
Tyson.
somebody who's on it.
Who's gone natural? I'm gonna blink twice. Cause when I'm gonna get my Manjaro?
Right.
Can CVS give me my stuff? Oh my god. Big Tyson.
The great, not giving out the name and the location.
I can't even read it. Okay, y'all. Grace is something awful, girl. You and me. Grace had me cracking up every time, honey. Hun, that doggone cookie. I'm telling you. Negative on the bread. I gotta pick and choose my carbs. I do like cake, donuts. Okay, though.
Yeah, no.
Yes. She said she gonna get some in now. Wait a minute. Don't.
It just ain't the bread.
It's not the bread. Look, one of these things belong. That bread ain't doing it, honey. You know how they have on
Good.
Facebook, sometimes they say,
Mhm.
this is 4 things. Which one will you take out? She said bread is
Yeah.
her. Yeah, yeah. Not that she
Yeah.
don't like it,
Mhm.
but she don't want it because she wants a little bit of this other stuff.
Right.
Yep, yep.
Oh,
And
I
she,
do.
hey, she's type 2 diabetic. She's in what is it, remission. But yeah, yeah, she doing a darn thing, and she in maintenance too. So awesome, awesome, awesome. All
Yeah.
right, I finally got down to the bottom of this chat.
Yeah, you
Thank
have.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, because I done got look, I'm sleeping. Oh Lord. I probably need some sugar. Yeah. We are using the TDE calculator wrong. Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure that. So look, just to recap, we have decided, Tamika and I decided that we use that TDE calculator a little wrong. I decided to go back to sanitary when it comes to me tracking, because even though I am doing about 3 hours to 4 hours, at a given day, I still am more sedentary than I am when it comes to doing a lot of exercise, okay, deliberate exercise. So I'm going to use that for now and see how it goes. I did go up in my calories to about seven something, which is what T had told me if I did 3 to 5 days of working out. But I noticed that it was not doing anything for me and it kept me in my plateau. So because I'm trying to get out of the plateau so I can continue to lose weight because that is a part of health for me, just not the most important, but it is very much so a part of it. I gotta go back down on those calories, not listening to all these people that are saying go up, increase them, increase them, increase them. Now I will not be doing 1,200 calories. No, no, no. But I definitely will be more mindful of how much, and I'm trying to work that out and figure that out. And so yes, I'm trying to track also at least 3 to 4 times a week during the actual week part, and I'll give myself grace the other days. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. And I notice when I do go lower, about 14, 13, 14, not 13, like 1300 even, but like the high 13s, 1380 something to 15s, 50 or so, I actually can lose, some pounds on that. So
Mm.
yes. What about you? You want to summarize your day today?
Yes. For like what I've learned is kind of similar to what Bellflower, what Kim was saying. So, in like eating more, you have to define what eating more looks like for you. Eating more can just be adding an extra 2 to 300 calories. That doesn't mean that you have to be at 2,100. So I've learned that eating more, I do not have to eat at 2,100 calories consistently every single day. I
Mhm.
can just go based off upon how my body feels, as long as I'm not going below my BMR, which is the basal metabolic rate. Mine is around 1,400 and something. I was able to increase it because I had did the reverse diet, but as long as I don't go below the 1,400, I'm good. However, I'm choosing not to go below 1,600. So I just have a range between the 18 and 2,100, and I do it intuitively, and I just gauge it by what I see in the mirror. My progress in my clothes. Does it fit tighter around my hips, butt, and thighs? Yes.
Mhm.
Does it fit too tight around my waist? No, it fits very loose in the waist, not too loose, but just enough. And
Right.
I do my measurements, take my measurements, and also I was about to go somewhere with that whole tracking thing of measurement. But yeah, and I just track it with the weight, and that's it. That's how I go about my time.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for that summary. I greatly appreciate you coming on to the live today. Thank you for all your knowledge. I greatly appreciated those in the chat. Definitely appreciate it as well. And yes, I do appreciate you. And love you so much.
I
Yes, I
love you
do.
too.
Yes. All right, so y'all, we're gonna leave for today. Are all hearts and minds clear, honey? Do y'all have anything else to ask? Or one, two, three? Yes, no, maybe. Thank you so much, Felicia Marie B. And Grace says, wonderful conversation, guns and all. Good night, ladies. Good night, sweethearts. Love you. Bye bye. You wait.
Bye.
You wait. I hit this end screen before you say anything.
End it,
Virginia
end it.
says awesome live. I'll go back to the replay. Thank you, Virginia, for coming in. Bellflower says enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everyone. Thank you so much. You
Good
too.
night.
Zodiac twin. All right, Cookie said good night, ladies. Good night, sweetheart. Felicia says hearts and minds are clear. Thank you so much,
It's
sweetie.
clear.
All right, Virginia said good night. Good night, honey. Look, I keep
Hit
being
that
missed, so I
like
need to go.
button before you leave. Hit that like button.